WIBTA for skipping my little sister's wedding, because I'm her only sister who isn't a bridesmaid. I, 31F, and the oldest of 5 sisters, 30F, 27F, Zoe 23F, 21F. Other than the usual mild sister antics, teasing, nagging, clothes stealing, and other minor drama, we all grew up very close. My background: I joined the military and moved away at 18 years old, when sister Zoe was only 10 years old. While stationed in Florida, I had my son in 2017, and despite my best and very expensive legal efforts, have been unable to leave the state/move home to Kentucky until my son, 8M, turns 18, 2035. I try to visit home as often as I can, stay involved in Secret Santas, birthdays, Mother's Day, etc. I keep in touch via social medias as well, without being the overly annoying big sister. My 30F sister was the first of us to get married back in 2018, and although the girls under 21 weren't included in some of the more mature bachelorette events, all 4 of us were bridesmaids for my sister, and she had 4 additional bridesmaids as well, 8 wedding party pairs in total. Less than 2 months later, tragedy struck when our devoted dad, husband/love of our mom's life for over 30 years, rock of our family and well-known member of our community, died of a sudden first-time heart attack at a healthy 53 years old. No heart disease, healthy weight, no warning. Passed away thinking he had heartburn on Christmas Day. To say this event changed each one of us to a cellular level wouldn't be descriptive enough. We will never be the same. As the oldest sibling and in a long-term relationship of my own, I know just how painful it is to think about planning such a big day while navigating the dad-sized hole in our hearts, knowing he won't be there to walk us down the aisle, calm nerves, dance with us, and cry at least once. He was such a crybaby when it came to his girls. When Zoe's boyfriend of 7 years was ready to pop the question, he called each of her sisters in lieu of my dad's presence, to which I excitedly gave my blessing and was thrilled. On June 21st, 2025, he proposed. Zoe sent me pictures and a thank you for any part I'd had in the proposal, as she knew he had reached out to me. I gave my congratulations and fawned over the ring and pictures and shared in her excitement with my mom on FaceTime the day afterwards. Just a couple weeks later, I get a text message. "Hey Dana, I wanted to have a quick chat about something important." When Carter and I started planning the wedding party, we had to keep things really small to keep it balanced. He had 5 close friends picked, and I already had 2 people in mind before we finalized the list. That didn't leave room to include everyone I love and care about, and it was such a tough decision. I hope you know how much you mean to me, and that not being a bridesmaid doesn't change that at all. You're incredibly important to me, and I can't wait to celebrate this day with you. Red Heart. So to clarify, 2 friends plus 3 of 4 sisters equals 5 bridesmaids. I'm a pretty strong person, but I was pretty gutted. I never imagined having my own bridal party with more than 4 bridesmaids and any of my sisters not being included, relationship/closeness at the time aside. If God blesses you with 4 sisters, those are your built-in day ones unless there's a serious reason or toxicity, at least to me. I was the strong one for all of them when my dad passed. The only sister with kids/a nephew that they adore, stood up to my 30F sister when she went politically extreme and was mean to our mom last year after the election. Not to mention my business is doing exceptionally well, and I'd have the means to provide a high-value gift/and/or help with a little of the wedding costs since my dad can't. All of that on top of the simple fact, she's my second youngest baby sister, and I love her dearly. So why shouldn't I just attend anyway? Outside the bridal party? Our family has been in the same small town since before Kentucky even had statehood. My dad had a successful automotive business, which my mom still is open, and our family is publicly known for having 5 daughters. Without giving away our identities, we share a last name with a famous band, __________5, and that was a joking nickname for our little clan my entire childhood. In that town, our last name is pretty synonymous with the idea of being 5 daughters, and I genuinely feel like the speculation of leaving just one of us out could potentially cause drama that could outshine the marriage we're there to celebrate. Let's be honest, human nature loves drama/curiosity far more than happiness, and I love Zoe enough to want her to have all attention on her that day. It would be perfectly feasible for me to blame my co-parenting schedule, travel plans of 1,100 miles, or anything else as a perfect excuse to not attend and avoid this drama for both of us. My mom also mentioned she also will be having one of our cousin's little boys acting as her ring bearer instead of her only nephew. While I get it, toddlers are cuter than 8-yos. He was the ring bearer for 30F sisters' wedding in 2018. My mom's explanation was, well, she's babysat for them a lot over the years, but I'm still shocked neither one of us will be part of her wedding party. I am trying so hard to not take this personally, but I don't know why she would do this if there wasn't some intention. Weddings with 130 guests have 5+ wedding party couples/pairs quite often, and the difference between 5 and 6 bridesmaids standing room is minimal. Anytime I've been a bridesmaid, I purchase my own dress, accessories, transportation to events, which since I was never local was usually only an expense for me, and do my own hair and makeup. She also stated that Carter had chosen 5 close friends, but he didn't have one acquaintance that could be a 6th groomsman? If 8-year-old nephew is too old to be a ring bearer, he could have been my escort/groomsman. My mom mentioned she was surprised that Zoe asked 30F sister since they aren't that close, but closer than me. But TBH, if both of her oldest sisters were left out, I think that would look less intentional since we are substantially older than her. As much as I love Zoe and would love to be included, I don't feel uncomfortable not being a bridesmaid. I feel uncomfortable being the only sister who isn't, and the optics from that. I know I need to reply to Zoe's text, but I don't even know where to start. Yep, I was so shocked she's been left on read for a week today. I know AITA for that. So should I bail altogether and avoiding the risk of drama? Or do I attend and let Zoe's chips fall where they may? I have zero intention of causing a scene or even speaking about this at any of the events, but knowing our loud friends and family and how well known I am as the oldest, I don't think I'll have to. It will be noticed regardless. Thanks for reading in advance.